And there we go. We are back live. Okay. Let me look up what there. Okay. All right. So let's look at what's going on in the market. There is. Let's start on the higher time frames actually. So let's go to the monthly. I should be streaming it on the stream in here too, so you guys could see. Yep. So God damn it, I keep misclicking. There you go. Okay, so right now on the monthly, it just looks like we're consolidating sideways, which I'm not sure. I don't think we've ever done at any top before the consolidated sideways. We've done it. We've done it when we've made shelves. We've done it at bottoms. We've done it when we after a dip, and then continue to dip. But these look somewhat different than that sort of structure. Let me go on BLX chart and see in BTC's history if we've ever had this sort of structure before. I don't think we have. Here's BLX. There it is. Okay, so BLX. So we have. Zoom in here. Okay, so here we have consolidated sideways, but it's really been like a move down for the most part rather than a sideways consolidation. You can see that there. And then you have this here, which is also a sideways consolidation. Nah, not really. It's really just a move down. So in all of BTC's history, we've had that similar structure, never at tops. So we've had them. The only time we've had that sort of structure was actually right here. Similar sort of thing was right here. And then you had a big explosive growth, but even then it doesn't look similar to previous price action, right? So with that, we can see that this price action is probably pretty unique. Pretty unique here. So we can break this down little by little. I'll break it down for everybody. So you have this support level here, right? This is the level that we bounced off of. So this previous resistance flipped into a support here, right? So we're setting up this as a resistance, right? So we move up, we break the resistance, we create a high, we come back down, create a new shelf, right? So this is something new, something that we hadn't done before, right? There's no previous support there, but we decided to bounce up there. So we attempted a second move up. So this second move up should have gotten us a lot higher, right? Probably the 90K range, but it didn't. So this is called a diminished return because you have that second pull up, and this time you move a lot less than this one. So that shows weakness. So because of that diminished return, we came down at this level here, again, tested it, failed, broke down lower, and that's when we hit that previous resistance and flipped as support. So now we came up. This is an order block. So this right here, this block here, I think I had drawn it before. But this order block here, oh no, I drew that now recently. Never mind. But to talk about the consolidation, but that right there is an order block. So we go up to test that as an order block, get rejected, revisit it again, right? And order blocks only have they have limited liquidity. So usually after the first touch, they are no longer bearish order blocks. So we break up above it, right? Now we're coming back down. Test this level. So far, this is how far we've gone. But here we've tested this level here, roughly. Where is it? Here. There you go. So this is generally where we've been testing it, which is the full candle bodies of the previous two highs. But we've dipped below them, as you can see, for that liquidity sweep, and we've since then gone back up. So this was all sort of flipping previous resistance, these two things here, into support. And it's generally just an area, so it's not going to be every single wick has to stop exactly at that point, which it can if it's a strong enough resistance. But I'm assuming since the gap between, well, one, there's not much liquidity up here, right? So for that to act as a support is kind of sketchy. So it had to dip down lower to get more liquidity here, right? So they swept for liquidity. There's limited amount that consolidated up here. There's more down here, so that acted as our springboard, and now we're back up. So if I was to say, I would think that this is like 30% we go 30% we go down, 70 that we go up, and we would be following back up on this Bollinger Band as it opens progressively, right? So we would that Bollinger Band would go there, and then we would slide up the Bollinger Band and probably reach somewhere like there, or maybe even the previous candle here. See this 90K, 84K, around this area, and then you would have the dip back down, and that dip back down, I'm not sure where it would go. So that's scenario one. The other scenario is that now let's go back to our other chart where we can see. So that was the monthly, but now let's go down to the weekly. And oh, I forgot something about the monthly. So on the monthly, let's look at our oscillators. You have this right here was all money coming in. Then it flipped to like, so this is all like these are called bottoming candles. So when it flips, that means that buy pressure is coming, right? Like significant buy pressure. So, and you can see here, although it's a little bit delayed, that we did have that move back up. We also have the stochastic, the monthly stochastic coming down. So momentum is likely dying down in this area here. So that's the information that you can pull from this sort of time frame. You can pull that kind of information. So now if you go to the weekly, you can start seeing here open mic. You can start seeing here why some of the targets, why I have them, right? So this is like not confirmed. I don't think we're going down here. Like I just said, 70-30 going up. This is just a target that I think we're going to have to reach eventually, right? So this is an area that I think we're going to have to retest eventually because there's an order block here. So at some point we're going to dip down and test this level. And so you have some scenarios here with this. So you have the weekly that just stochastic that just double bottomed. Meanwhile, we're up here. So we can break up, come back down. It doesn't have to go that high, but we can go up above this trend line here that you see. We can go above this trend line, come back down, do a retest of the breakout, and then continue to go up, right? And obviously it doesn't have to go up as high as it did there, but then you could continue your move up, which could go to 90K. You know, I'm thinking 89, 88 now. It's just, you can stretch out this trend line, but That'll work as some form of resistance, so that's all we can go by right now. Or you can have this come down, break out the bottom end of this, and now when it breaks out the bottom, it has a so this is called a broadening descending wedge. So broadening descending wedges have two plays, right? So I'll go over them with you now. Break out the top, confirm the breakout, then continue breakout. So this is where you buy here at the confirmation. Then same thing for the bottom. Come out, come back in, and then confirm, right? This one, in this specific pattern, is more likely to be successful, not more likely to happen, more likely to be successful once it happens than this one. So what could happen here is that we can break down, hit this order block, then when we're coming back up to retest, we can fail the retest and just shoot right through and shoot back up, right? With an extreme. Now that we've swept the lows even further, we can go boom and just shoot right back up after. So you have those both scenarios, and obviously the third scenario is that we don't fail the retest and we continue lower, right? Which would be um, this level down here probably is the next area, 30K ish. And so we have that going for us, and you could see the same thing here on the weekly. Let's see, there you go. So you see here bottoming candles. Now we're having this sort of move up here. It's not going to be as extreme here. No reaction almost, and that we just consolidated, and that's usually just because there's not enough volume for us to like do anything. We just went fucking sideways pretty much. Now let's flip to the daily. Whoa, now you're starting to see a lot of stuff. Okay, so these are called bear and bull gaps, and they basically go off the CME. So BTC, let me turn off some freaking indicators. Jesus Christ, and that's not even all of them. Turn on this one, I guess. So you have bear and bull gaps. So bear gaps are when there's a gap in the CME, which is Bitcoin futures. When there's a gap in the weekends, I guess, when the CME closes, that gap usually has like a 90% chance to get filled within that week. But sometimes it doesn't, right? So we have a bear gap here, it went down, another bear gap, went down, bear gap again, went down, bear gap, down, bull gap, went up. Now you have another bear gap. And this bear gap has not been filled yet because that gap is down here at 57. So what this is telling you is that within a week ish, within 7 days, you should be back at this price point again, which would make sense with both the scenarios. It could happen. We could go within this. It's still within this range here, right? We're still within that trend line that I had drawn out for you guys. So since you're still within it, it's likely to remain in it. You have room in the Bollinger Band too, so you don't have that support tying you down. You have the daily stochastic maxed out, double topped on the daily, whereas the weekly was double bottom. So you have to keep in mind that these time frames can all happen at the same time, right? So like the daily can go down and the stochastic could go down, and then on meanwhile on the weekly, since it's a higher time frame, it can actually go up, right? So you have that. You have to think about it sort of like more than three-dimensionally. Add the fourth dimension, which is time, so you can kind of see these sorts of things. And you can see here, even on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, you have this SR flip here, right? So this is previous resistance flipping into support. So you're trying to see how it's gonna react. But in this scenario, if you print another red candle here, right, another red one, the likelihood that you continue further has increased, and that's because you're sliding down this Bollinger Band. Bollinger Bands are meant to be reactionary supports that you touch or get close to them, and then you go back up. See, like you did here, reactionary. Now you're moving sideways as opposed to continuing the move. But when you start doing this right here that you see here, sliding up the Bollinger Band, that's because the Bollinger Band's not being respected. And that could happen to the downside too, where it just slides down. And you'll know because there's not a direct move off that Bollinger Band, demonstrating the fact that it's a support. So it's not something that you need to guess at. It's something that is written into how these things are used. So like you can see here, if there's not a rejection, then you can see that it's going to likely slide up the Bollinger Band because the Bollinger Band is not being respected. And typically you'll have these sort of there are indicators that have this highlighted section so that you know typically when it's being squeezed, and so it'll highlight it for you. And when it does bounce on Bollinger Band that's squeezed, if it is respecting it, typically you'll get that bounce there, and it'll be significant bounce to the other side of the Bollinger Band. And these Bollinger Bands, if you go on the daily, right, you'll see that they've been pretty significant. Every time you start punching through these things, you get a reaction. Punch through, you get a reaction. Punch through, get a reaction. So on the higher time, see punch through, get a big reaction. You go on the complete other side of the Bollinger Band. So these things are kind of the price remains between them, and there's you can say, well, the Bollinger Band is always moving, so it'll follow a price action. Yes, but that does not mean it didn't follow it here, right? Like this punch through, the Bollinger Band opened this way. That doesn't mean price action is going to go that way too. You using the Bollinger Band as a tool, you'll know, hey, it just punched through here. It's likely going to fucking shoot back up the other direction. So it's giving you information regardless of um like how accurate you think the projection of the Bollinger Band is, or if you think that you know like there is a significant impact with it. So you take the data that you can with it, right? And even with stochastics, right? Stochastics follows price action, so you might be like, "Hey, why would I care if see this went up and this went up? Why don't I just look at this?" Well, you're not looking at that because here you could see a double top on this stochastic, while here you cannot. And you can see here it's maxed out, whereas in price action on the actual in the oscillator that you're trading, the tool, um, doesn't have an upward limit where the stochastic does. So if you're following the price, you'll never know when it's overextended unless you have a momentum oscillator like the stochastic that can help you understand, hey, this thing has overextended now, right? Relative to its previous strength, it is overextended currently. So those are the benefits of using something like the Bollinger Band. And obviously trend lines, right? Like I had mentioned before, using trend lines as a tool as well, not caring if it goes above or below them. This might not be considered technically a trend line. This could technically be a descending broadening wedge. And like I said, it doesn't matter which side it breaks out of, but at least you know the percentages on each one and you know how to trade each one. So when people say, hey, there's a breakout, you don't say, oh, I'm going to buy right here, right? Because that's not the, or I'm going to buy, that's a bad example. Let me move my chart real quick. Stop drawing. Okay. So this thing breaks out of here. Let's say you buy up here because, oh, it's a breakout and it's going to go to the moon, right? Well, now that you know, you would wait for the retest of the breakout to trade this safely. You would wait for the retest of the breakout and then back up, right? And you would put your stop loss. You can, some people put it at the middle, so you can draw a middle line between the descending broadening wedge, which is the average price that it would have been for that whole consolidation. And some people put it beneath that, some people put it on it, some people put it like they look at the percentage that this thing has been moving relatively, and they'll put just below that, just like a number just higher than that percentage if you're playing safe. Some people will even put it on the line, right? But with crypto, you can't really put it on the line because, as you see here, it doesn't always respect the line. It's an area, and there's a lot of volatility in crypto, so it's likely to move in and then back out. And if you want, which is what I've done in the past a lot, when it's coming in for that quick wick to punch through the trend line or the descending broadening wedge line, there is when it punches through, I will buy there, right? Because I already know that crypto is more volatile than a stock, so it's not going to behave as clean and nicely as it does in stocks. So I will use that to my advantage. And then you'll know pretty instantly when you've got a good position, because it'll almost always instantly just go back into the green by a good amount. So you'll know when to keep it. So like I had told people before, you can not have a percentage stop loss and instead have a time frame stop loss, where hey, I'm not in profit within 5 minutes, I close the trade. Right? You don't need and some exchanges offer that, a time frame stop loss, as opposed to a price stop loss. So, yep. I think I should save some stuff for another day. What do you guys think? You want me to go over some other stuff, or do you guys want to?
Yeah, maybe Algorand.
Algorand? All right. We'll go over that. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop.
What number is it?
Let's see. I'll go. Sorry, I had to go put my phone charging, so that's why the mouse wasn't moving, but I'll go. Okay, so let's look at this from the higher time frames. Monthly. On the monthly, it looks
Actually, sorry, Beak. Would you mind doing ICP rather?
okay. I'm gonna do this one though real quick. So right here,
Okay.
it looks like it's having trouble breaking below this price point here, and it's using that bottom as support. So if I had to guess, just over the next like 2 months, this is probably gonna be green, and minimum it'll hit is probably like 19.19, because it's having trouble. And on the higher end of the spectrum, since it never tested these levels, there's a chance it could just have like a breakout run to 67, especially since the Bollinger Bands are squeezing and it's kind of trapped between them. It's going to pick a direction, and I'm probably actually going to buy some fucking algo. Yeah, this chart actually looks pretty good. Although you're down here below price discovery on it, the fact that it's been consolidating and it's having trouble breaking down below that level, like once you start getting diminishing returns on the way down, the price action tries to flip the other way and see if it can go the other way. So
You're gonna
that's
buy
actually
some
good.
algo?
I actually am, yeah.
That's awesome, and you're right. 19 cents is the next stop.
Thank you.
Can you look at
And
ICP real quick?
yeah, I'm being genuine, by the way. I'm not that wasn't me.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Gee, what the fuck are you making me look at? Let me see this shit. It's just been fucking consolidating this whole time. I actually popped in here, hit the top.
What do you mean? It's been in an awesome range between 16 and
Yeah,
$6.
Same thing here. So, all right, let's do this here so you can see it better. But it's right now. So these are some thick boy Bollinger Band squeezes here. So you can see here, it broke. It hit this Bollinger Band here. Punched through, came up, came down, got rejected. Now it's creating support at this consolidation level that it's been like this consolidated for what, a year? Yeah, consolidated, and it's using that as support. So it's probably honestly going to pump as well. And I'm not even trying to kiss ass. I'm being serious. On the monthly. But let me see this.
So where do you see it? What levels do you see that it can like return to? Like maybe $80, $100,
Realistically,
$50.
between 25 and 41.
Yeah, that's
Realistically.
reasonable too. But
Yeah.
I think that's short term. I think at its peak will be at least $100 in this cycle.
Even there, that's fucking 400%, Crispy. Like, I think you're asking for a lot, dude.
No, look at its all-time high, B. I'm not asking it to go anywhere near its all-time high. I'm just thinking it'll at least get back to $100. That's like very reasonable.
No. I at least know that it will get that it's. I don't know anything, but I think it's likely that it'll come and test this order block over here at 37.
I'm
So
really thinking like 250. So 100 is
Jesus Christ! But this thing, like, it
dude,
got
it was
instantly rejected from those prices, though. Like, I know it's all time high, 2000 whatever, but I think it's gotten rejected. That this rejection is too extreme, I think, for it to return to those prices anytime soon. Like,
yeah.
first, let's see what happens when it hits fucking 35. When it's
All
at
right.
35, we'll see how it reacts to that order block. But I wouldn't mind buying some now and fucking selling it at 35.
Oh, I was buying it at $3 and $4 for the past 2 years.
If you had asked me if
I
that
got
was a good
hundreds.
idea, if you had asked me if that was a good idea back then, I would have said no.
I
Because
did ask you. I asked you to look at it, and you said no. Remember? We did have that
no,
conversation.
I don't remember, but it sounds like something I would say because looking at this price action, like excluding the last 8 candles, looking at this price action, it looks like shit. But
Oh no,
now,
that was quant that I asked you about. Never mind.
mm, but it was this looks like shit, excluding the last 8 candles or so. Yeah. So excluding the last 8 candles, this looks horrible. But that one pump brought you back up, and now you're confirming that resistance that you had when you were consolidating as support. So now the chart. That's the thing about crypto, right? Like, if this was a stock, they would have declared bankruptcy and then it would have gone away.
Well, you got to keep in mind that the reason it looks so bad is it doesn't have a lot of chart data. It came out in the last bull market. So really, it's only existed
What
from
platform
the
is it?
top of the last bull market all the way to through the bear market. So yeah, it came all the way down, traded sideways through the entirety of the bear market, and now it's starting to recover.
What exchanges is it on?
Oh, it's on a lot of exchanges, crypto.com, I think Coinbase, probably Binance, Kraken, Gemini, probably a bunch of them.
Okay, so I am going to. I'm going to sell some BTC I had on Femex and spot. Yeah, so I'm going to sell some BTC I had, and
And get some.
I'm going to get some quant and some algo.
No, ICP and algo. You mean?
Sorry. ICP and algo. Sorry,
Let's
you're getting
go.
confused me.
You're finally coming around, B. I knew you would finally come around, and I applaud you for being willing to come around because
Um,
now's a great time, and just you're gonna be thanking me later.
well, this is what I was telling you before. I need like some sort of setup to trade it. You know, like it's hard for me to buy things on faith. Like last time I did that, I got really burned.
Yeah, I know, but the problem we had last time is we didn't know about the cycles where we were in them, and we bought the top of the cycle. Now we're about to be entering the most bullish part of the bull cycle. 2026, you should be 90% cash. 2026, I will hold like 10% crypto. That's it. Because I think we're going to go down for the entirety of 2026, just like we did 2022. You know, I study the cycles, and that will be the next bear market year. And then 2027 will look kind of like 2023, start to recover. 2028 having look similar to this year. 2029 will look how I expect next year to look. 2025 pretty much just all growth, all green. If we just continue with the cycle theory. So now's a great time. Get in. You're not too late.
Yep. Is there any other coin you want me to look at?
Um, let's see. How about Polkadot?
Hmm. There's this coin that I was looking into, that I was trying to get some of. Um, but actually, no. What were you saying? What's the coin that you wanted me to look at?
What was the coin you were looking at?
I'll message you privately because I don't want to put people on wild goose chase. I haven't even been able to figure out how to get the coin. But
Oh, okay. Well, what is it? No,
I'll
nobody's
tell you. I'll tell
listening.
you. I'll tell you privately.
Uh,
I'm not trying to
you
gatekeep
just,
it. I just literally know nothing about it.
well, maybe I
Um,
can tell you something. It's
I'll
not
yeah.
financial advice.
Okay, I'll fucking come out with it. So I've been looking at the Elon stuff for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And the other day he posted something, like the day that I came in here after the event happened. There was he posted something on his Twitter, on X, and it said, betrayal can only come from a friend or something like that, right?
right. I've seen that. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was like, oh wow, that's so fucking topical, bro. And then so I was looking, and then I was trying to see, because I remember before I was trying to see if, like way back when, I was trying to see if Elon was fucking hooking us up with some sort of fucking token. So I went
yeah,
back and I looked at B token, right? And I see that there's been a B token in the past, but and it went up like crazy, but then it fucking uh, it dumped. So I was thinking, I was looking at this other one, and it's like steadily been, uh, the market cap is steadily growing, like every single day, up a couple percent, up 3%, up five
huh.
percent.
Be
So
like
it's been,
BEE.
yeah, and
Hmm.
it's been going up little by little. And I was thinking, like, fuck, if I buy this thing right now, just buy a little bit of it at these, like, because it's like small cap, and it does go viral into some onto some exchange,
Yeah,
it'll be bango bongo bucks.
yeah. Get
Yeah.
get it when the market cap's like 1 million bucks
Yep,
or
yep, yep.
or less. But yeah. What do you think about Polkadot?
Poke it up, 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 poke it up. What the fuck am I looking at? Dot. Where are you, Dot? There you go. I guess I was already looking at this before. It kind of followed what I was saying, huh? Are you looking at it or no? Kind of
Yeah, one
followed.
sec. Let me get on there.
Oh, okay. And did a little measured move here. I just went onto the chart and I was looking at my old drawings. So I was probably saying double top. This right here is a retest of this, and now we're gonna break down. And then I probably measured like the distance between
Yeah,
here and there, and then
I
measured
mean,
it the same distance down. So it
I
did
see
go drop
the
that price.
I see the general shape that you had. Yeah,
Yeah. So it pretty much did it. But now after consolidating for mad long, it's basically doing what all these other coins are doing, which is kind of bullish. It's fucking bouncing off this previous floor and probably going to attempt to go back up even higher. The only difference here is I don't know where this one would hit because it already retested this level. So it's probably going to go like here to 26. Yeah. It's going to go to 26 ish. Probably. I can't tell you for sure, but yeah.
Do you look at like Wyckoff patterns on on dot or on
Uh,
coins on the
n-
weekly or monthly?
no, I don't.
No.
No, but IO. I was in there with IO for a little bit and fucking trying to pinpoint exactly where this Wyckoff goes. But like it just there's so many times that people said that this is the springboard, this is the springboard, this is the springboard, that like it kind of desensitized, like I just like don't give a fuck about it anymore because it's failed so much, you know? Like
Yeah.
I didn't really give too big a shit. Like support resistance, order blocks, fibs, like those are more like right now I'm just looking at a chart on the monthly, and you can get a good ass idea of where it's gonna go generally just by looking at it on the monthly and getting to know where it's gonna be in like 6 months. Just by looking at support resistance, trend lines, order blocks, SR flips. fibs. Like, it's crazy how much you can learn about where it's gonna go, or get like how much of an idea you can get. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, this sucker's been suppressed for a minute, huh? I mean, it got up to $12, but damn, nowhere near, nowhere near all-time highs. I bet like what, 50 something, $55. Yeah, I was wondering, man, because like I'm still skeptic on like XLM. I don't know. I'm sorry, Crispy, but I mean, I could still see XLM come back and swing down to like 7 cents or below. And the same with XRP, man. I still think XRP could swing down below 30 cents and just take out a lot of long stops on the way down and do it quickly. But I
Mm.
guess that's really up to Bitcoin, man. And now that the Ethereum ETF is out, I mean, is that kind of going to kill the hype train that pushed us up this high? I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard for me. Like, I think there's an alt season. I don't know how much. I don't know. Luke just literally sent me some dumb shit. Like, this is the first time Luke has ever sent me something trying to be funny. Fucking Luke, dude. It's like the most like dad joke. Yes, Luke, I did. There you go. But Luke. Um yeah, no. Like, I think there's an alt season, there's room for that. I'm just wondering how far everything could actually be extended, like realistic. Like, I don't think we're ever like the alts, at least right now, are gonna go above their previous all-time high. Like,
Gonna take a miracle.
I think it's very unlikely that they break above their previous all-time highs.
Especially when you look at like how many alts were available 3 years ago versus today with all the bullshit meme coins that are out now and these new projects. Like, I mean, money's being stretched around a lot wider, a lot thinner than it used to be. And even like if you're thinking about years before when you only had like maybe 30 to 50 coins, they're not getting the same type of love.
Yeah, and all these platforms, how many coins are being mined, right? Like, you're talking about 3 years of them mining, like all these things that are not tokens, which tokens they could mint, so you never know, but all these actual coins, cryptos, not tokens, all the cryptos are devaluing as well because they're being mined, right? So you have that as a factor as well. That's like gonna bring them down. Like, Doge is holding up surprisingly well compared to what I thought it would be, just because of how much Doge is being mined all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
hmm Like, it's not holding up, but it is holding up better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Matic, dude. I was really convinced Matic was just gonna die here on this drop. I thought it was gonna go back to like 10 cents. I mean, it still can eventually.
Yeah, right.
It's just on the monthly, you just see lower high, lower high, lower high.
It's crazy that Doge was up at fucking at 20. What is it? 22.9. Like, damn, bro, that's pretty good. Like, I'm surprised it went up that much.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Fuck, dude. Imagine. I mean, that monthly candle never got retested from January of 2021. Like, imagine if it just wants to be a bitch and even just test like 50% of that candle. That's like
We
one and
like
a half cents.
the funny thing right now with Doge, the way it's set up, if we do have another alt season, right? We already tested our resistance on Doge. I'm looking at the chart right now. So look, actually, let me go on my computer. I was looking at the chart on my phone. Let me go on the computer. Like, this is the funny thing about Doge right now. So if there is an alt season, monthly. Damn, I have so many lines on this thing. Every single one of these lines is a point where people said it was gonna go back up. Like, that this is where we go from here. This is like the bottom. We're gonna go to $1 now.
Mm-hmm.
And there was more lines here. I probably deleted a bunch. But so we already came back up here. See, we tested this order block and we showed some pretty good strength because we didn't get rejected by it down here. We pushed into it and then got rejected. Now we're making this floor our support. Now, like when it goes back up, this this bearish order block already got used up. Its strength is gone. So
Mitigated.
honestly, look at where it can go. Like literally, this is the only resistance right here. This level right here. This is 32 cents. If it breaks 32, look at this. It could go anywhere between here. Anywhere. Literally, there's nothing stopping it here. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could even make a new high. That's nuts.
But if it gets stuck in this range up here, and like in the low teens,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of oscillates, then that's going to be more of an incentive to liquidate longs and just bring this bitch down sub 5 cents to have that spring to really just bring up liquidity and back into Doge so they can just move the price up. If we don't have that bullish move left in Doge. But I see what you're looking at, man. That monthly, that like you're saying, that 25 cents has been mitigated. All that the bearishness of 2021, at least at that level.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like I'm looking at these alts now and I'm like, fuck, maybe I should buy some Doge too right now. Like Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Crazy he had a nice idea just buying like the mid caps or the low caps. Like he was looking at this one called Aero, AERO. And that thing had a crazy run up after this previous dip. It went down to 39 cents. And in the span of like a week, it got back up to like over $1, like 150% move. It's like, fuck, man. And it went to a major fib level too. Like if you pull it up on the chart, you look at the fib retracement, it went just a little bit below the 618 on it and then just took off.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Like imagine just catching that type of ride.
Fuck. I'm wondering if I should buy some Doge or not. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Actually, I might sell some of the stocks that I have. Let me go check. I need to sell off some of the stocks because of the like you know how they go in like waves and phases. So I think these like low cap stocks, even though they're all still green, I think I should start selling them off. I said I was gonna start selling them off a while ago. So yeah. Yep. So let me go check something. This. Oh yeah, I had some Doge already. Doge and Chib and I had some Doge in on Robinhood. My average price is at 12.8. We're now at 13. So something. But it would make sense. Let me do this.
Yeah, I mean if Doge keeps retracing here, I mean structurally you could say it's already kind of looking a little bit bearish. It broke below that previous higher high at 13 and a
What
half
time frame?
cents
Let me see.
on the 4 hour.
Oh, okay.
And then just doing like a fib from 9 cents, like it's low that it hit late July or early July to its most recent high. The 0.5 is sitting at 11 and a half cents. And you do have kind of like these equal lows there too, where you may have a lot of long liquidity. Their stops are sitting right there. So it may be ideal to kind of get into Doge or maybe start adding to Doge if you haven't got in yet, like around 11 and a half cents. Because I can see people putting their stops at like right at 12 and those getting just taken out. And maybe it goes a little bit lower.
Yeah, on spot, I would not fucking sell like over something as small as that. Like that's why I look at the monthly, bro. Like I sometimes people are playing like a big move and they're looking at smaller time frame. Like what you're doing right now when you're buying, when you're looking for an entry, yeah, obviously you're gonna go to the smaller time frames because you want to try to get the best possible price to buy. But when people exit just like due to fear, that's the shitty thing. And people
Mm-hmm.
do it. That's why you're saying like people are gonna put their stops there. They're not really looking at the higher time frame.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to master. Is like what Tay used to say is your stop is my entry. Your stop loss is my entry. Like it's a great way to look at if you're trying to scalp or even play swings is especially like with Bitcoin when 60K was the floor and 40K was the floor. I mean, what did it do both times? Like it swept those lows and then went right back up. With that 40K sweep down to 38 and a half, it never looked back. This time it decided to say, fuck, okay, 60K was the floor, 56K is a sweep. Just kidding, we're going to go lower and took it to 53. But maybe that's just a summer lull, man. Maybe there's just not a lot of liquidity or not a lot of volume in the market. And so we're getting washed by perpetuals, just high leverage players getting washed out up and down, which I'm here for, man. Let's do it. Let's just fucking range for 2 more months between like
Hmm
50 and 70K. That'd be great. Great swing plays.
Also, a good time to keep consolidating.
Mm-hmm.
Like just keep buying more shit, little by little.
Get that explosive move up.
That's really like the best thing you can do is just buy things little by little.
Yeah, especially on these big red days. I mean, today's not a huge red day, but get some nice pullbacks. Three
It
three
also
percent
hurts your
higher.
fucking wallet less. It's like makes it what's it called? It makes it more safe. It like it's um like what's the word? It increases your risk management, the amount of risk. It's like buying a fucking coffee every day, you know? If you lose money like that, then that's okay. But when you lose those big fucking amounts, like god damn, that's when it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if Doge goes back to like under 11 and a half, I think Bitcoin will definitely see like 62K.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been mostly just playing spot, just buying on these big dips at the bottom of the range, and then kind of slowly selling off as we go up.
Yep. God damn. Let me see. Give me a sec. Mm. Sorry. I was quiet for a second. Someone left. God damn it. Ay. God damn it, it was Trago. Brum. Hello. Mm,
You dropped the gay bomb, B. It's all your fault.
okay. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So, Luke, did you see the message?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. 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 And yeah, drop the game. I literally was telling Trega, I was like, Luke never fucking sends me anything trying to be funny. This is the first time ever, and honestly, it was kind of cute. It was like fucking, I was like, oh, look, Luke's trying to be funny. But yeah. It's so weird seeing you trying to do that.
how dare you?
No,
Say
you're
that.
funny. You're funny, but
I'm funny all the time.
through
Screw you, bro.
sarcasm and shit. Like I can't. Like it was funny that you sent me like a link. You know what I mean? It was like weird because you always
Yeah,
say shit that's funny, but it's not like through like a link or something. You know, it just is. I don't know what it was about it, but it felt fucking funny.
yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna make this statement here, just in case, and whoever's listening can listen. This isn't me trying to talk smack, but it's just I had written in mods, right, that I wanted to do it today. Various people DM me and said, "Hey, B, maybe it's better you just wait a couple more days because um like things just calm down now. Like, are you really gonna throw everybody back in a room together as soon as it calmed down? Just relax. You don't have to try to like be so impulsive, right? Just calm down. Take the extra little bit of time. That way, everybody for sure is calm, and we can kind of hash this stuff out, right? And it was various people with that intention. Um, no one gave me a like exact time frame that I should do it in. I just made up a week because I was like, okay, like a week from today, I know I'm gonna be free, so I picked that time, right? And that day and time. So, and I felt like that. Okay, I'll give them a week. That's enough time. But now people are complaining and they're making a big deal out of it, and it's kind of making me feel like maybe it was right to like wait a little bit longer because it seems like tensions are still high. People are still annoyed or upset or like if somebody thinks that we need a couple more days to calm down, I don't see the issue in that. I don't know why there's like a manhunt for that, right? And like before I was being pulled in over there and Turbo was asking Crispy if it's true and I don't know why Crispy said it's not, but like there is proof in mods. I wrote that I wanted to have the meeting today. Even Trago like messaged in there and was saying, yeah, like I was saying the meeting was for today at 6. But once we actually decided,
No. Let me respond, B.
no, because you said it was fake news, but it was true.
Yes,
I did
because
say,
the DM that Turbo posted from you was saying you specifically said everybody told me I should postpone it. And I specifically said in there, the only thing I said was, I don't think we should wait. I think we should do it today. And the message I was responding to was you saying everybody told me I should wait,
okay,
which was
then
not.
I'll say, okay, then I apologize. Then it's various people.
That's all right, bud.
And the thing is, like, he was saying, oh, 22 people said that, but 22 people don't have access to mods. We only have 16 mods now. So, and I know that not all of them sent that to him. So I'm wondering who the fuck these 22 people are. And if he does ever find out who these 22 people are, to tell them, hey, they might not know what they're talking about because they're not mods.
Yeah, probably just an exaggeration of sorts.
No, yeah, like that's maybe true. But if there are 22 people, he needs to tell them, hey, you're not a mod. How do you know this? How do you know what B was thinking or what he wrote in mods? But yeah, like I expressly said it was for that day, but then various people are like, hey, like this is too soon. Like just calm down a little bit. You don't have to be impulsive. Just breathe and just wait a couple more days. I made the decision for a week, but I thought it wasn't that big a deal. But I feel like those people were right in fucking saying to wait, because now it's like this manhunt and people asking, was it you that did it, to the fucking mods, and it's like, okay, like this is weird.
Yeah, in hindsight, it probably was the best idea.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, and please, if you're freaking, I'm just saying, if you're messaging, if it's that big of a deal to you, then realize that maybe you were not ready, right? And I changed the day to Thursday because people were upset, and I usually, as a dictator, I listen a lot to what people say. So I kind of was like, okay, if this is what people want, then I'll change it again, right? So I changed it once, I changed it again, and because that's what dictators do, they listen to their people and do what they want. And apparent, like, hopefully that does not get fucking shit on. But yes, there you go. Hopefully everyone's okay with it. 2 days. I don't think that's a big deal, but that's when I'll be able to be free again. So, yeah, like I'm here in the chat right now because I was gonna be free today, and on Thursday I'm probably gonna be free again. It's not 100%, but more than likely. So yes, is everyone cool with that? Does everyone think that that's fair?
Huh?
The air conditioner, I think so. What?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure, because I was like, Crispy, what the hell? Like, and then Kwai's like, in my DM, it doesn't say that it was for today. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because first I'm like, I'm going to talk to them about it, and then I send to you. Like, I'm not going to tell you that. Like, it felt like trying to start a problem again. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, let's just not look for reasons to stay mad with each other. Let's look only for solutions
Yeah.
from this side.
I agree. Like, I was chatting with someone, and I was like, man, like, I thought everything's cool. Why is there a problem with everything? Why is everything an issue? But yeah, just calm down, guys. Like,
Everything's gonna be just fine.
everything's gonna be just fine.
Right, Luke?
Luke fucking like zoned out and be like, huh?
That's right, Crispy.
He didn't even know what we said. Luke, well, have you been doing that recently? You've been like zoning out so much.
Dude, I have things that I do in my life.
Have
I
you
have a
picked up
family.
a drug habit, Luke?
Luke, are
Yeah,
you a meth head? Are you smoking weed? You know what? This is your brain on weed.
dude, this place is making me want to freaking smoke weed.
Yeah. Bungee jump without a cord. But no, yeah. Yep. Frick, man. Were you listening to all the TA stuff I did, Luke? Man.
No, I just came in a minute ago. I was busy.
Oh, you missed some solid analysis.
Uh-huh.
It was like retro B.
I was here. I was in literally Discord all freaking day long. So up
No,
until like after market closed.
no, it's okay. It's okay. You're never gonna see TA like that again, though, right, Crispy? Yeah, that was some dream TA, man.
Well, I don't know, B. You always set the bar high, but I think you can continue to outdo yourself.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh man. So, baby, what was I looking at earlier? Hello, whoever just left. Trying to think. I need to work on this script. Bum 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 bum. Crispy, are you here?
I am.
All right, did you finish Mushoku Tensei?
I did.
Oh my god, what did you think, bro? It was, you gotta admit, it was kind of nuts.
I loved it.
Did you like the part where like he's like, this whole time he's been acting like he's not his son, right?
Right.
Like he like the
Not
whole
feeling
time.
like his son, really.
Yeah, and then like, and this is crazy character work, right? Because in the beginning
Oh
he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, you're such a piece of shit for doing this. Like you did this to like my dad is like he's like a horrible person." And then he's like, as he's older, he's like, "Man, I'm just like him. Like I'm truly his
Right.
son."
I love
Yeah,
the deep introspection work of the character development because that's some like really. I
unique
mean,
stuff. I don't see it anywhere.
yeah,
Literally.
exactly. Because he goes from feeling like his past life self and just completely detached from the people of this world to maturing and realizing that to be the best father he can be, he has to be the best son he can be. It's just it was very touching.
Yeah, man. And it's the thing that got to me too was the fact that like he the whole time was like, oh, like it's crazy how he's not my father, and like he died for me even though he shouldn't have because I'm not really his kid. And he's also thinking like he's not really a father to me. Meanwhile, he's taking his death worse
Right.
than a normal son would take their father's death,
Not
right? Like,
necessarily.
okay,
Because
but no,
what
well,
was
it didn't show in the
interesting.
anime. It didn't show in the anime as much, but like the way it was portrayed. But just so
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
he was very depressed and but like what was
it,
very interesting to me is the
uh-huh.
whole fake it hello?
Yes. Go ahead.
What was very interesting to me is the whole fake it till you make it type of emotions he was trying to force. Like he felt like guilty about not feeling attachments and like strong connection and love to his family.
Hmm.
But like that shows a level of care in of itself, that he wants to be able to feel more closely towards them. He's like at least aware enough of the lack of emotions that he has to
But
show
he
that
didn't lack them. That's what I'm trying to tell. He thinks he
exact
does, but he didn't. Like In the manga,
Exactly.
right? It says that for months they force food down his throat and he just throws it back up. And it's not on purpose. He just
Oh
can't
wow.
his body can't take the food because he's so depressed,
See,
right?
I
And
don't like
they
how
have
they leave
nothing.
things out like that.
Me
Like
either.
that would have also made a lot more sense to him giving in to Roxy's advances on him, which I was all for. That was
Well, you want to know the real reason why?
yeah.
So this is let me give you a little breakdown of what you missed from the manga. So or light novel. So there is so Rudy comes back and he just feels like, man, like he shouldn't have died for me because I don't care for him the way a son should care for his father,
Hmm.
and I don't even like feel like the way I should be feeling now, right? Like I'm not really sad. And then like a month passes and everyone else but him can see it and he's just so fucking depressed, bro. He can't eat, he can't do anything, he tries
Wow.
to get out of his room and he can't get out of his room, right? And then they're just talking amongst each other and they're like, bro, like this is not current modern day where you're like, oh, here's some antibiotics. These people don't really know what the fuck is going on with him. They think it's like the labyrinth curse or whatever, like they don't
Yeah.
really know. So they're like, man, which happened with Roxy, right? They're like, if someone almost dies in the labyrinth, if you don't put them back in to the labyrinth within a couple of days, they'll never go back in.
Oh right, right. I
And
remember they
that's
talked on
because
that.
of they're trying to make like a reason for like PTSD. So like if
Yeah,
someone doesn't
exactly.
like get back on their feet, eventually they're just gonna be traumatized, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't conquer their fear. But this is like another thing where they're like, we don't know how to fix them. And then like what's it called? The
And what
girl Elena Lise, she was
right.
like oh, I've dealt with this before and
Ah.
I've slept with them and I've been able to cure them, right? Of this
Yeah, they
affliction.
didn't really touch much on her encouraging Roxy to do that to help him, but
Yeah, but she did.
they
And then
lightly covered it.
yeah, and then Lenelise was actually going to do it herself. So she was going to feel guilty for betraying her like
Her
her
man,
lover.
yeah.
Yeah, and also her granddaughter, right?
Right.
And
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
even Lydia or whatever, his stepmom or whatever.
Yeah.
She was going to do it because she thought like fuck.
No.
Yeah, because she was like fuck, like if this is to save his life,
Dude, that would have
like
been
because they think it's like a medicine, right? They don't think it's like
B, you're live streaming the 1 month Doge chart on YouTube right now.
no, because I was going over TA.
All
Um,
right.
I'm standing in front of my computer, but thank you.
Luke,
Um,
Luke, please get in on this conversation.
No, I don't know anything about this stuff. You guys keep going.
Um
I'm
well,
I'm trying to work out real quick here.
you gonna learn today, Luke.
Yeah, I'll
so
listen in.
so
But wait,
and
B,
she
what I
was gonna sleep
really
with him. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, that would have been wow. I almost
Mhm.
kind of would have liked to have seen that, and then it didn't work, and then Roxy takes over. But but what I liked is how he died as an adult in his first life before reincarnating, and it took him being reborn as a child in this new body, new world, new life to put together all the pieces of what he was doing wrong, like just ignoring his family and his past life, and then that girl that's trying to return back home that wears the mask,
Yeah,
and he now wants
yeah,
her to be
Naoshi.
able, yeah, Aoshi, he wants her to send a message to his parents,
His
like
brother.
that, his brother,
His parents are dead. So
right,
he was saying
his
like,
brother,
so remember how when he was talking to about Nora, he was saying like how he hated his brother for like forcing
yeah,
him to try to get out, and then now he's like, can you please send a message to whatever? Can you tell my brother that I'm sorry and that I appreciate that
yeah,
he tried to do everything he could for me. So he
and
grew as a
oh
person.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's some S tier character development. And then when the wind blew at the very end, just a little acknowledgement that his dad is proud of him, and just really good stuff. You remember that in the anime version?
Yes.
when
Yeah,
he was
like
at the
he turned
grave.
back around to look at the
Yep,
grave
yep.
and the wind blew. You know what's
Dude,
crazy, dude? The
yeah.
freaking the fact that like he told Roxy basically that he was reincarnated, right? Like I don't know if you caught that, but
He did? I
yes,
missed
dude.
that.
So basically, she in the light novel, I don't know if they did in light, but did they? Yes. I'm trying to remember. Hard to get confused. I mean, it's hard to remember, but okay. So in the story, I don't remember if this is a light novel only or if it was in in the anime only. But he's telling her, "Oh, what would you do if you had a friend that got reborn in another world and on his second try, he made the same mistakes that he made in his first life, right?" And she kind of gets it. She's like, "Huh, like, is that what happened to him?" You know?
What did she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said,
I hope
but
you're not. How far did you go in the manga? You didn't
no.
spoil.
No. That's like in the interaction when she sleeps with him.
Right, but you. How far did you
First time.
go? Did you read the?
Up to where chapter 3 goes. I mean, up to where season 2 goes. Sorry.
Okay, because you know that everybody who's a fan of this says that next season is going to be the most peak part of the whole story.
Yes, and I know why,
You
but I'm
do
not
know
gonna
why?
spoil it. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Why do you know why?
Because when I was like, I was in forums for the show,
Yeah.
and they kind of spoiled this like one thing for me. So I
Oh,
kind
that
of already,
sucks, dude.
I already know that it's gonna happen. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, no. When I really like something, I'll just wait. You know, I'll just wait until I won't spoil it for myself. I want to go in not knowing what's going to happen. And yeah, they say the next season, hopefully it's another double core 24 or 28 or
Dude,
whatever.
it probably will be, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be better than season 2.
Oh, yeah. Because season 2, they said, was the most just like slice of life part of the story.
Yeah,
And next, yeah, how cool was it if, um,
I think it's gonna be better than season 1.
oh, wow. Season
Yeah,
1,
because
dude.
it's because I really like the type of thing that they're gonna do in the next one.
Season 1 for me is going to be hard to beat. I mean, you're going into this new world blind, and just like him,
Surprises
being
you.
born into it, and then yeah, the world building and everything. It was just season 1 was just like it could have ended with that, dude. It was so perfect, season 1. But how shout out to his wife for the selfless thing she did for him, accepting Roxy into their home.
Yeah, right. It's
What's her
pretty cool.
What's her name again?
Uh,
Sophie or no
who the first wife?
yeah
Um,
what's her name? John Blank.
fucking no, I know, I know the name, and then you freaking had to wipe my brain by asking me what's her name.
Yeah. Um,
Her name is. Her
what's her
name
pseudo name
is.
even?
Her name is something silent,
Oh
but
yeah, Island Fitz.
Fritz, Silent Fritz, but her real name is. Her real name is.
It's right there.
Dude, how did you do this to me? This is like magic. Like, what the fuck? You just wiped my memory.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really good with fucking character names in the show.
Let
Like,
me see.
so, what the? No, don't spoil it because I just need my brain to like figure it
Yeah,
out. I can easily Google it, but I don't want to. I want to. Her name is blah 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 Gray Rat. Now it is. Um, I'm trying to think of scenes where they say the name, so I'm trying to like put it together. There's
oh,
Rock.
I remember why I
What
looked
is
up.
it? You looked
It's
online, you cheater. Go ahead.
Sylphie. Sylphie. I
Sylphiette.
was
What
saying
the fuck?
Sophie, but I was close.
Yeah.
Sylphie.
And then, so it's Sylphiette, Roxy, and Eris.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm mad as fuck that Eris Didn't end up with him. I actually like
Eris?
Eris. Yeah, I like Eris, bro. Like because like the fact that she hated him
Don't
in
be
the
so
beginning.
sure. Don't be so sure that she doesn't.
Oh well, no, I think she could, but I'm just saying that it's like when they have their reunion, it's gonna be like
Oh wow.
because he's gonna have so much like hate
So
for
much
her at that point.
dude. He's not even. He's gonna have. He has 2 wives. You think he's still busy enough to hold resentment? He's gonna
He
like not
does.
even care
Yo,
about her, and she's gonna.
he had erectile dysfunction for 2 years, so he's panicking about her, and there's probably also some resentment at the fact that he thinks like she
Oh,
abandoned him.
dude,
Like
he's gonna be so moved on with. I mean, his life has drastically changed. He has kids now. He has 2 wives. He's just gonna be like, oh, hey, yeah, and then she's gonna have to try to win him back over or whatever they get into together. But yep.
also his demon eye is cool as fuck. Did you know that that's why Paul died?
Huh?
Paul died because of Rudius's demon eye. Did you know that?
No.
So basically, you know how it was weird that Rudy just paused there for a second twice?
What do you mean?
Like when Paul saved him, he kicked him out of the way 2 times. You want to know why? Which is weird because Rudius is like super fast and super quick, and like he's like one of the better fighters in the show. So, you want to know why that happened?
Yeah.
Because his demon eye lets him see the future, right?
Right.
But what he saw in the future was
Oh.
like a bunch of shit just moving all at once extremely quickly, which was all the heads they decapitated. They
Yeah.
were all about to slam against the ground at the same time. So he was confused, not knowing what the fuck he's seeing. Right? So because of that, he paused for a split second, trying to figure out what the fuck he's looking at, and
Oh.
adjust. You know how he can adjust his demon eye to like see
Right.
further, but then there's different variations, or see closer, but then it's more accurate.
Right.
So he was doing that, and then he got fucking caught. So like that's the one of the things that fucked him up.
You know what was wild when he got back home? When the whole party returned back to his house, he was like, all of a sudden made the connection that the man god, the god of the show, said you're gonna regret it if you go, and he thought it was something to do with his family. Why didn't he just assume that it was his dad dying? He didn't even remember
No,
that.
he just said no. It's because he just said he got panicked, right? He panicked because he was saying in his head, he was saying, uh, wait a second. The man God said I would regret something, but Paul died, and I don't feel regret. I'm sad.
Oh, you're right,
I'm depressed, and I'm sad,
but not
but I don't
regretful.
feel regret. And then
So what was
fucking
it
heart,
that?
and then his heart sank to his fucking stomach,
Right.
and he ran inside. He's like, "Holy fuck!" And like the bad thing still didn't happen yet. Like I still didn't see the bad. If that was not the bad thing, then
What
right.
was it then? Do you know? Like we
Um,
don't know yet.
I know, but it's gonna spoil.
Oh, so it hasn't even happened yet? Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no spoilers. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna be listening. I gotta go back out to the family.
all right, man. Thank you for
All
dropping
right.
by.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
See you.
See you later.
See you later.
You still working out, B? Or did you quit that?
No, dude, I'm still working out. Like I said the other day, like if you
Nice.
feel my legs or my arms or like like it's all fucking muscle. Like, only my face is a little bit chunky, but I've been working out. I did
That's good
lose a
though,
lot of
man.
muscle
You've only
though.
got, yeah,
I
you don't
when
have
I
a
went
whole
on
lot of
vacation
time left to build muscle. It's
because of
gonna start
aging.
dropping in a little while here for you.
Yeah. Do 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 do. I'm actually a little bit upset, Lou, because when I went on vacation, I was not eating enough protein, I guess, also, and I stopped working, so I lost a lot of fucking muscle that I had, and like when you're in a calorie deficit, it's hard to build it back up, right? So like you bulk and you build muscle, and then when you're cutting, you have to try to maintain it because it's harder to build it while you're in a deficit. But yeah,
Yeah, dude.
whatever.
I went on vacation to Italy. I gained 10 pounds. No joke. Just like straight up gained 10 pounds because we ate so much there.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of it was just like, I mean, we were drinking a lot and everything like that too. So when I came back, I think I was just like a little bit just inflamed, puffy, just whatever. So I lost like 3 pounds of that, like just from nothing. But um, yeah, man, I was like, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Like right now, I'm working out more for just building uh like making my arms more defined, uh really, because everything else, like from work, I can do it. But the issue is when you're working construction, a lot of times you don't, like, let's say you're a curl, right? You're a curl for your arm. You don't complete the curl. Like, let's say you pick something up, right? You don't pick it
Right.
all the way up. You pick it up to like your
Yep.
waist, right?
Mhm.
So you do a half a curl. So now you have like a lot of muscle in just that one little section, and the rest of it's kind of like not really developing as much. So like I'm trying to focus on my arms so that they're like nicer looking.
Nice. Don't forget leg day, B.
Oh no, I got big. Yo, on vacation I lost fucking. I had such like a no homo here, but I had a really nice butt. Yo, I had a really nice butt, and
Wow.
yeah, and it was nice and muscular and fucking bubbly. And then fucking well, I was on vacation because I wasn't doing any squats. You know, at work we do squats fucking every day, pretty much. That's all construction is. So I fucking lost a lot of it because I was in such a big deficit. So I was upset. That was like most of what I lost. Yeah, no homo. I'm gonna imagine Trago lifting up these weights with me right now. It's Trago
That's
on
what I
one
do. Every
side.
time I work out, I'm like, Trago, Trago, Trago.
I'm gonna imagine Trago on one side, fucking picking up one arm, and you on the other. Just you ever watch what's it called, Angels in the Outfield or whatever? You ever
Hell
watch
yeah,
it?
dude. The little black kid goes, hey, it could happen. It was the cutest thing in history. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, look, put him in. The Angels are massaging his shoulders or something. That's like you guys right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Mm-hmm.
that was a good movie. I used to watch it on Channel 11. I don't know if you guys have Channel 11 there, WCW or whatever. TW 11.
Channel 11, where I'm from, was USA.
Oh, no, no, no. Channel 11 where I'm from is the CW 11 or whatever. You know, like what is it, Warner Brothers? Is that what it is? Yeah. So they would I think Smallville would be on that show too. On that channel. Smallville and those movies would be there. On Saturdays they would have kids shows playing there, like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. Damn, bro, I miss Saturday morning cartoons, man. That was the shit. TV was garbage though back then. I remember like before we got Dish, and we just had like the standard channels. Like
Oh
there
man,
was never anything for me to watch as a kid. Nothing. I'm like, this shit sucks. And then
there was
finally, I got Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and Cartoon Network and stuff when I got Dish, and I was like, holy shit, TV is the best thing ever.
dude, there was a period there for a good couple years stretch where the lineup was just impeccable. Like every show you were just as excited for that came on next. Like wake up, start with Yu-Gi-Oh, and then there would just be like 3 or 4 more after that bangers. What a time!
I
I didn't know
remember
you were
when
old enough to
Nickelodeon
remember
was.
that.
Yeah, I remember when Nickelodeon was a fucking banger. It would be like SpongeBob, then Fairly
Yeah.
Odd Parents, then Jimmy Neutron, then
Oh,
Danny Phantom, and then Avatar, the original Avatar: The Last Airbender. It'd be like, what the, it'd be the
you
best
were
TV
probably too
ever.
young for Toonami, huh?
No, I caught in a little bit of Toonami with Cowboy Bebop and Naruto and stuff.
Oh no, it would be Outlaw Star, Dragon Ball Z. Um, um, it was like around 5 o'clock p.m. It was such a good lineup. Ronin Warriors, um, Sailor Moon. I kind of skipped that one, but it was just such a good lineup at the time.
What about
Games.
on fucking if you woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, you would
Oh yeah,
catch like
Midnight Run.
Zoids. No,
It
no,
was
do you
called the
catch?
Midnight Run.
Do you ever catch Zoids and Captain
Oh,
Planet?
Zoids was dope. What was the other one?
Captain Planet.
Oh yeah, Captain Planet was okay, but Zoids, yeah, that was really cool. There was a lot.
What's up, bitches?
Whoa! It's
Whoa,
Lucas.
Luke!
You wanna watch me get jacked right now?
Do it.
You look even more handsome than I remember the last time I seen you, Luke.
I know, right? What the fuck? Damn, Luke. No wonder that wife's willing to pay the bills. Look at what she has waiting for her at home.
And Luke, try it with your elbow in place to your side, so that you don't lift your arm up with it. Makes it a lot more tension. There you go. You feel that, Luke? Oh yeah, buddy.
When you keep your elbow in place,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah, it's like unconscious to when you do that. See, I need you guys watching me all the time.
Yep.
What a great physique and build and tan you got going on you, Luke. You look like a movie star.
Dude, yeah, I've been outside a lot, dude. I got a decent tan going right now.
Gosh, you look good. Oh, gosh, you look good, Luke.
Luke looks like a fucking movie star, dude.
Right?
Fuck it. Now I'm inspired to lift weights too.
Cam up or it never happened.
Okay, then it never happened. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Damn,
You know what I used to do?
I didn't know Luke was so jacked.
At one point when I was like 19, I used to get 55-pound dumbbell because I had two 25 ones that you can remove the weight, and I would put them all on one. And then I got to a point where I could do 50 of them and then switch to the other arm, do another 50. Fuck. Now I'm doing 35 pounds each, and they're like my arms are dead after just like
You
a couple.
shouldn't even use that much weight because it's not about lifting heavy. It's about what Luke's doing. the reps. That's where you get that muscle tear, muscle burn. You honestly, I use a 25-pound kettlebell, and I just do reps. That's where you get the burn, the tear, the muscle growth. Because you can do, say, 20 reps with a 25-pound kettlebell, whereas you're doing 35, 40, you're going to do like 8, 10, or 10 and be like, oh, okay, that's it. You know, and your muscles, you're not doing the same technique when you're lifting heavy. If you're lifting light, you can do perfect technique, just blast out reps.
Yeah, I need to
Awesome,
start lifting more. Well, the issue
awesome
is just
job, Luke. That made my day.
me too, dude. That was awesome. Inspired me. Oh yeah, now we get the fucking crotch area. Thank God.
What happened to, man, this, I feel like guilty getting this show for free.
Some people
What
pay for
happened?
this kind of view.
What happened to your finger, Luke?
We can't hear you, Luke. He's just
Oh,
showing us.
that's his heart monitor, I think.
Oh. Speaking of finger, my finger's actually busted up like crazy. I got it like caught underneath something. Let me send a picture. My hands are still dirty, by the way. I've been like, yeah. So don't mind the dirty hands. I'm sending it to you too. I've just been walking back and forth on my in my room, trying not to sit on anything. Where are you? One there. There you go. You see that, Chris?
You need to get that clean, B, so it doesn't get infected. That's nasty.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to go shower now.
Yeah, you need to get that clean and then keep it double band-aided, double wrapped.
It's not gonna work because I'm at work. The band-aids just come off, and that hurts like fuck when it touches
No,
stuff.
you put the band-aid and then you wear gloves.
I don't like wearing gloves. That's probably why I have what I have.
Yeah.
But my finger
I
got
can't
caught
believe.
in something, and it
Huh?
just like my finger got caught in something, and it was like the pressure just
Oof.
fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nasty one. I can't believe that everyone's missing this Luke show. That's crazy to me.
Right. But someone keeps exiting and answering. I don't know why. It's like the Luke show not working for them, and they're just like, "Come on, work! I want to see this before it ends."
The thing on my finger B, it engages the weight. So like right now, there's no weight on this thing. When I click the
Oh.
button, it engages the weight. That way you can like set up the bench press by yourself and all that. It just makes it a lot easier.
Oh. Okay. Does that
Huh.
have Does it have like program for like drop sets where it automatically drops the weight for you, like little by little?
It depends on what you do, but you can do those, yeah.
I'm using all the imagery available to me. I can just almost smell the sour stench coming off of that sack.
Oh damn. I am running the shower now. Okay, so tomorrow I am gonna have to pull a double. So change your plans tomorrow. We gotta be at blank location for 2 p.m. Blank is hosting the guys from National blank blank blank, and Jimmy wants us to put a load down with a spreader for them at 2:30. Damn. So, yep. Fuck. So I guess we got to teach some guys how to lay down asphalt.
What time you work?
So he's saying that basically we have to be there at 2 p.m. So we're gonna go work tomorrow morning in Manhattan, and then we're gonna go to this other location after to work.
Damn,
So
dude.
yeah, but that's life. And then if I had made the plan for tomorrow, for us to hash things out, then it would have been like, B, you told us, and now you're going against it. What are the chances that you have to work a double now? But yeah, it's true. So hopefully the day after I don't have to work a double. And the plans that I had for tomorrow now, I got to reschedule them. I guess for Friday. Hopefully we lay down some asphalt quickly, and we get the f out of there, and they pay us for the whole night or afternoon, I guess. They sometimes do that, which is awesome. Hello.
Sorry, I was reading a text from my boss. What time you go to work, babe?
I gotta tomorrow. We're starting at 7 in Manhattan, so 7 to 2. They're letting us leave early because then we have to go to a different one. We have to
7
go.
to 2?
Yeah, normally it's 7 to 3:30, but tomorrow we're probably gonna do 7 to 2 or 7 to 1:30, depending. Um, and work through lunch, obviously, and no coffee break, so that it makes up for it, and then go to the other location. Yeah.
7 to 2, and then what's the second shift?
I don't know if it's gonna be between 2 and 2:30, so wherever that is, it's not too far
For
away.
what?
Till whenever it's done. So I'm hoping it's like quick, that we just put down some asphalt for these guys.
Yeah. So maybe by like 5 or something, 6.
That's what I'm hoping. But technically, we should be working till 10.
Okay.
Hey, say hi to my wife.
Hello, Mrs.
Hello.
Lucrative.
Wow, she wanted nothing to do with us. She just came in to be like, see, okay, so if I just go in there and say hi, then he'll think that I care,
I think Luke.
and lucrative will be happy.
I think
She
Luke
likes
has
it.
reception.
She always sneaks in when I'm doing the bicep exercises.
Hey, yo. So I have a question for you, Luke. Does your wife like that you're part of this Discord community, or does she not care? Indifferent.
She doesn't not like it. If I let it take time away from our family or whatever, then she doesn't like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like
Because
I mean I found a decent balance
balance.
with it, except for maybe the past few days. It's been a terrible balance, but she's been very understanding. So
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier about the fact that maybe this community is not cohesive to um like very many relationships. That it puts a lot of strain on relationships. Um, just because of the amount of time that you dedicate to this thing, and since it's something that didn't exist before, maybe your partner might feel neglected. But there's definitely a way to have a balance.
Say that again?
Um, that this Discord potentially could be detrimental to like relationships because it for a lot of people it takes up a lot of their time and energy. Like they'll spend the whole day here, and that could lead their partner to feel neglected.
Yeah, maybe. Who does that?
What?
Who does that? Nobody I can think of.
I know a couple of people whose marriages have been ruined because of Discord.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the sole
Yeah, I
reason.
believe it. Like if it becomes an obsession like anything else, you don't pay attention to your significant other, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like it's easy, especially if you've been with someone for so long, to kind of like get comfortable with them and be like, oh, they know I care about them, and just let yourself get lost in something else and not realize that although they do love you, that there is now a lack of attention and neglect that they have to deal with and struggle with, and there's only so long that is okay, you know.
Yeah. You gotta have a strong foundation, you know.
And also to respect your partner enough to
Communication.
prioritize them over this Discord.
And communication is always key.
Yep.
Not letting things build or fester.
Yeah, that's a big thing where like they probably have even communicated that they feel neglected or that they want to spend more time with you. And you say, yeah, okay. But then nothing changes after a couple of times. And then that's when they kind of start seeking it elsewhere. Right? It doesn't happen all at once, but it does happen. So I just want to say to all my brothers in here, make sure you take care of your wives / girlfriends / boyfriends. Go tell your wife / husband that you love them.
Yep. How's everything going for you, B?
Going swell. Everything is going good. I got shit going on in my life, but I am trying to make the best of it and try to stay positive.
Yeah. Good for you.
I think that's really all you can do, and no matter how much complaining you do, it's not going to change the situation for you. So might as well just try to, what's the word? I don't know where I was going with that. Like I know where I was going with that, but like make the best out of whatever you got. There you go. Goddamn ADD, man. That shit's a killer. Yo, Luke, when you're lifting, I think you need to try to, maybe it's just because your shirt, but try to arc your back a little bit more and then like puff out your chest a little bit because you're standing like straight. Or, no, maybe it's just your shirt. Yeah, never mind.
Take your shirt off.
You We
That's gonna
can't
be
hear
just for
you.
you later, OG. That's for no one else.
I was thinking about getting a weighted vest to use while I'm at work during the winter. But I heard it's bad for like all your fucking joints.
I'm kind of offended that all the girls aren't in here trying to talk right now.
Yeah,
Right?
they're all fucking disconnected right now. The one time. Yeah.
You think they'd be trying to get in, not be able to get in? And complaining about it. Crazy. You're DJing.
What the frick? So that bar that you're, you can answer me when you're done, Luke. That bar that you're pulling up, the base of that, can you raise it up to like eye level and then pull down to do your traps and triceps? I guess. I guess you'd be working out both at that point because you can just do like the shrug up while holding the bar, so you could do your traps, and you can do the upward pull to do your triceps.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can do. This is like a home gym thing. You can do everything on it. It's like you can have it a bar attached down here, or you can have like the rope thing or the handles, or
Can you change the
then you can also
direction that
attach it
you're
to.
pulling?
You can attach them to here, like on the sides
Ah,
of it, and those can all be adjusted from like the top all the way like to the bottom. So
if you adjust them like in the middle, you could probably just if you grab a chair or something, or I don't know how you do it, but like a stool or something, maybe you could do those that exercise where you pull towards you, like you sit down and you pull towards your abs, you know that
yeah, they've got exercise routines on here for every like I'm on like a weekly routine, and they just like walk you through everything. It's awesome.
that's dope. Have you ever thought of doing steroids? I heard that helps.
I'm on TRT right now, so yeah,
Yeah? How old are you?
40. But
Oh,
I have
okay.
one I have one nut, so like there's a yeah. A 40 is not a ridiculous age to get on TRT, but I've been holding
No, it's
off.
a good age, you know? I heard that that's when Joe Rogan said that 40 is the age you're supposed to get on it. That's like the perfect
I
age.
could have gotten on it earlier because of the testicular cancer situation, but I wanted to hold off until about now.
I heard that it's actually like if you take it in your 30s or in your 20s, that ends up damaging your heart and you end up getting fucking like heart failure and shit like that. But for people in their 40s, it's actually more you actually I think it increases your lifespan, no? Like your because it's putting you at regular levels because you actually have a big dip at like 40 and 50.
Oh, it's Comedy Center. A big what?
A big dip at like in testosterone levels when you're in your 40s and 50s. So having that regulation and the fact that it's not a big dip, I think if you turn the big dip into a steady decline, a controlled decline, that it's actually better for your heart.
Yeah, if you keep your testosterone around 900, it at from my age going forward, it reduces your all-cause mortality rate by something ridiculous. I forget what it is, but like it's a not zero number. It's like 20% or something like that. Something crazy.
Damn, that's nuts.
I'll turn the camera on, but I'm working out. It's hard.
Hey, you did plenty of work rolling over those cars the other day. You take a break.
You know what I kind of want to do, dude? Have you seen the people that they do? What's that called? Fuck. I hate whenever I'm trying to think of something, like right when I'm about to say it, I know the name, and then the second the word, it's time for the word to actually come out, it disappears. Fuck. What's the exercise that you do with your own body weight, and you see people like lifting themselves up with like one hand? Goddamn.
Aesthetics or some shit.
Uh,
Calisthenics.
yeah. Dude, I want to get into that so bad. For some reason, I just want to be able to do a flip or a handstand or just like hold myself up with one hand while like, that's just so cool, dude.
Probably need
Yeah,
to
that's
lose weight.
what?
Probably need to lose weight to do it
Maybe.
because it's 200 pounds is a lot to hold up with like one hand, no matter how strong you are.
No, it's true. Well, if it was 200 pounds of fucking pure muscle,
Yeah,
then yeah. So it depends, I guess. You'd have to put on muscle and lose weight at the same time so that you'd be strong enough to fucking pick yourself up and whatnot.
yeah. Your stem's got to be big enough too.
I heard that fun shit like rock climbing and whatnot helps. So
Yeah, that's another one that you. The weight thing is an issue. You gotta hold yourself with your fingers.
dude, like rock climbing, I did good as fuck, bro. I went onto like the intermediate like paths and shit, and I got all the way to the top, no problem. And like for some of them,
Oh
I
yeah,
really had to fucking like hold on and lean and shit. It was nuts.
yeah. There's a lot of form and rock climbing.
I think definitely the job that we do like gives us a lot more grip strength than the average person.
Oh yeah,
So like, cause I went there with a bunch of people and like everyone else was still on the beginner ones and having trouble, and I just climbed up that shit like quick as fuck. And then I was like, "Are there any harder ones?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he fucking put me on like the hardest one they had, just to like fucking humble me. And I was like, what am I supposed to do here? He's like, you're supposed to lean back
throw
and like
yourself.
you're supposed to lean back and put your pressure on the fucking wall, and then fucking throw yourself to the next one. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, you have to grab it, be able to hold yourself up with one hand. Can you do that? I was like, no. So
And it's a
yeah,
pinch stone, 2 fingers, and you gotta put your hand
yeah,
in the
and
crevice and
then
shit, and make a
yeah,
fist.
and then I was like, and he's like, can you grab that one over? If you grab that one over there with your hand upside, like turn your hand upside down and pull up with your legs so that you're creating pressure on that one. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And he's like, now you gotta reach to the wall behind you and grab that one to stabilize yourself. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can't do that shit. So yeah, there's and then they humbled my ass, and I was like, okay, is there like an easier one to do? And then they put me on like the intermediate one. But there were kids on the intermediate one, fucking doing it easier than I did. Like kids in their fucking like 12.
Yeah, well, their weight to strength ratio is a lot higher, where you get thicker and your bones get bigger, and then it'll help with strength just off the weight and size.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually easier to do as a kid because your bones weigh less for one.
They're probably not as dense.
Yeah, taller helps. Tall, skinny
Mm.
people make it pretty good, pretty well.
Like lanky dudes with long ass spindly arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. So what you been up to, OG?
Shit, not much.
Can you do me a favor, bro?
Nope.
There's one anime I want you to watch. Can you watch it?
Not right now.
Not right now, but eventually in your life.
Possibly.
It's called Mushoko Tensei Jobless Reincarnation.
Are you
Crispy
fucking
got me
kidding
on this shit. It is so good. What?
me? So you kidding me?
What?
It's
Oh yeah, I get it. But Crispy got me on this show. God damn, it's so good. The character work is so good. In the beginning, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is some weird shit," but then just keep watching, man. Like the main character is a bad person, and a lot of people in the show have flaws and they're bad people, and it's about how like everyday people, like it's like real life, you know. So it's kind of cool in that way.
okay. I'm done.
All right, I gotta get my hair cut.
Honest Sid Luke's working out naked on camera. Jeez.
I'm gonna. So
You've been here long enough.
Sophia's
To
gonna
pretend that
cut
was
my
a joke.
hair.
Who?
My wife.
You've been here long enough to know that was a joke.
Oh, apparently not.
All right, Luke, I'll see you, bud.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Ladle. And there's one.
You had out your phone, and I thought I accidentally had my cam on in the shower. I was like, "Oh fuck, what's going on here?" Because I'm in the shower and I like look and I see you on the phone. It's like, "Oh no, I've been exposed."
Oh, God.
That's something I need to turn off again. In my settings, for some reason, I turn on the access to camera. Let me go and change that now. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it. So let me go do it now.
That's a good idea, I think.
What?
So that's a good idea, I think.
Yeah. Mm. I am back. Did I get disconnected somehow? Probably.
No, I think so.
Okay. So I was wondering, OG, since you are what state do you live in?
Virginia.
Where?
Virginia.
Virginia. have you tried cheating the system by getting a remote? Because I just had a friend that was looking at like the remote jobs over here in New York and in New Jersey. Have you ever thought about cheating the system by changing your IP address to New York and then doing these remote locations? Like they only ask you to come in, I think, like once a year, so you could just fly down there and go in once a year, just to kind of like cheat the system, make a New York wage in a different state.
Yeah, don't. I mean, I do it with exchanges.
Yeah, I
I
think
think I'm in where am I? I think I'm in Germany right now.
yeah, if you do full remote, then you can do that.
Doing what?
What?
Doing what?
Project manager. Um, so I think starting it's like 80K a year. Um, but you get like bonuses depending on how like well you do for the projects. You're basically just sending emails. You're just sending emails like following up with people and you know APIs, right? So like the company provides an API that solves solutions for other companies, and you would just like sell it. That's like an example. That's like a anecdotal one that I'm telling you about.
All right.
So they sell like this API solution that they sell to other companies, and you're just basically emailing people. One, making sure that they are in line with the project, getting it implemented, solving any issues that come up, so troubleshooting, and then what's it called? Maintaining them. So they will be your clients, and it's your job to maintain them and don't let them go to another company. So the workload is easy. There's potential for it to get very hectic though, because if everyone's leaving at the same time, you have to be managing these people. You have to be kind of organized. But yeah, that's just an example. So look online and use ChatGPT to find like IT companies that need project managers or stuff like that, and in New York area, and then grab that and do like New York and New Jersey, and then do like it's gonna give you like Google blah 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 blah, and then say local ones, and then it'll give you smaller companies. You could even write smaller local, and it'll give you smaller companies, and that list of companies go onto their actual websites. Also, you could also try Indeed, but go on their actual websites and then look at the job listings that they have on the website themselves. So,
Uh,
yep.
Looking at it.
Yeah. Because that's like a way to cheat the system because you live in an area where it's like cheaper average cost of living. So, but in New York, it's higher average cost of living. So even so jobs end up paying more because they think you're gonna need it to live in New York. But yeah, so yep.
Right on.
You might have to fly down there every once in a while, though. I don't know how often it is. Probably like once a year or once every quarter.
But you're uncheating the system, man. You need to move somewhere cheaper. Well, you gotta work physically though.
Imagine you Imagine you do the remote thing, you get a nice job, and then you move to like fucking like Thailand or something,
Yeah, right.
and then you're living like a fucking king over there for like 3K a month.
Over Biscuit is. What the fuck was that? I don't know what country it was in, but it was cheap to live there. None of that.
I think these remote places they probably are forced to hire American citizens, like people, American residents. Sorry,
Right. Wonder they do check residency. Like,
I don't know how much they would actually check it. They probably have like check-ins that you have to come in, but I know somebody in Portugal that they do remote in the United States and they live in Portugal. So I think they use like a VPN. Sorry.
I'm tired.
No.
Yep.
Oh, gee, what the hell was that?
Oh, me. Plan B is plan A.
Plan B is your plan A. Plan B.
Mm-hmm. Right. Where's everybody at?
What?
So where's everybody at?
Actually, nowhere. I thought they were gonna be somewhere in the other Discord, but they're not. This one actually had the most people talking. Blue, Crispy, and whatnot. Prego is in here. Now Coley's in here, so she substituted some of them.
I see.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You know what I haven't done in forever? I haven't fucking played video games in forever. Let me get on a fucking game for once. Jesus Christ. Like, I remember people used to tell me, yeah, man, I don't play video games anymore. And I'd be like, man, these guys really are not passionate about video games. Like, I love video games. That's never gonna happen to me. And then boom, I haven't turned on my PS5 in like fucking 6 months. I haven't played my computer games in forever. It's just crazy how life does that to you.
There wasn't a PS5 when I stopped playing. It was still
What?
PS4. So they didn't have a PS5 out yet when I stopped playing.
Do you want my
It was like
PS4? I think I still have a PS4. I think I sent it to someone and they returned it to me.
I got 3 of them, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I just don't play.
Oh wait, Coley, you
Yeah,
wanted my
you're supposed to
PS4.
send me a PS4.
Yeah. I just remembered. Do you want it?
I mean, it's probably better than like the old 360 I have. Yeah,
Okay, I'll send that shit.
or maybe it's a 1. I think I have a 1. Yeah, it's not
Xbox
the
One.
it's not the S or the X. So
Will you actually play it, Coley?
what?
Will you actually play it?
Yeah. So I can play Fortnite. No, I actually do play Fortnite, but
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll send to you.
I can't get them to connect to my phone, and I'm very sad. And now I have headphones in my head, but I have to talk to you guys like through my phone, and it's weird, and I don't like it.
Mm.
I can't get it to connect your phone.
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure out this whole headphone situation when I get home, because I mean, not having headphones is not acceptable.
Does not.
Right.
I'm wondering, wondering where my mouse pad is. Like, I cannot function without a mouse pad. I know that may sound weird to some people. Like, B, it's just a mouse pad. But I feel like my inputs do not register well on regular, like, table. I need a pad.
You need is a giant mouse pad. See?
I have a giant
You
mouse
can't
pad.
lose it.
No, I have a
Oh.
giant one. Yeah. I used to have one that was like a bunch of anime chicks. But then I was like, I grew up and I was like, I need the best performance, not the best boobies. So, yep,
You were wrong.
I was wrong. Yeah.
2 of them, and what you need. Like, you can't lose it.
So, OG, are you also waiting for robot assistance so that you don't no longer need a partner? Because I am. God damn, bro. Not so that I don't
I
need
no
a partner.
longer need a partner.
Yeah, not so that I no longer need a partner, but just because robot assistant would be awesome. Like, cook for you, do your laundry, and
Right?
yeah, right.
Yeah, but they're cold. You can't cuddle a robot. I mean, you can, but it doesn't feel right.
They'll probably have a freaking heater in them too to make sure they're nice and warm.
Well, that's just weird.
You know what it is? Like, you know how a computer needs cooling so it's hot? So that, like, that CPU in there is keeping everything warm. It's like mining.
Yeah, they can thaw out to the body.
Like, with the advancements that we have in AI, I have no doubt that, like, in a couple of years, we're gonna, like, relationships between AI and people, even without a physical body, is gonna be a lot more normal.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to other people about the My Strange Obsessions or whatever it is, and like there was some guy that like married his car or was like in a relationship with.
And his there's a girl that married like a roller coaster.
I did not hear that one.
Yeah, watch it. It's there. It's on that same show.
Oh, I'm sure they had some very strange My Strange Addictions for sure.
Yeah.
The only one I actually remember watching was the one with a lady who ate her husband's ashes. And the one where the person ate toilet paper.
Damn.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that I left my chart on XRP on the daily. Things don't look great today, huh?
Wait, what?
Looking at like my chart, the chart that I have up is XRP, but and yeah, so it doesn't look like it's doing very well. Crypto doesn't look good.
No.
Everything looks pretty red.
This is the time to buy, Coley.
I'm all for it. I'm not afraid no pullbacks.
I ain't afraid of no goats.
Okay,
I mean, I'm pretty